Good morning and welcome back to Colin's Country. This is kind of a different video for us, but I'm really excited about it. We have been growing a lot in our YouTube channel, and James and I have been getting a lot of companies contacting us to promote their products. And we want to be very purposeful and intentional about the products that we promote and the companies that we promote. So that's just kind of what's going on with our farm products. But I also wanted to work with the clothes that we are wearing, and I wanted to be intentional in the clothes that we are wearing in our videos. So I wanted to wear clothes that was American made. And I got on Google actually and was looking, and I couldn't find a company until I found All American Clothing Company, and I love their clothes. It's really nice. I'm wearing their clothes right now. This is their women's boot cut jeans. Very comfortable, and they're thick, real denim. Like, I feel like I can actually move around and do stuff in them and they're not gonna rip. And then this shirt, oh my goodness. I've never worn a shirt that has sleeves that are long enough for my long arms, but yet was still the right size here and wasn't too baggy. I love it. It's just really comfortable, very lightweight. I feel like I can move in it, and for my running friends, thumb holes. It's so comfortable. So what I love most about All American Clothing Company is, of course, that it is fully made in America, including the textiles, and it supports American jobs and American farmers, which is what I love. And it's actually really good quality clothing that I feel like is going to last us a really long time. And the price point is cheaper, honestly, than like Levi's and Wrangler jeans, which is what I would traditionally wear. So I'm not obviously going to get rid of any of the clothing that I already have from those companies, but moving forward, we're only going to get clothes from All American Clothing Company, and you guys should too, because it's a wonderful company. I'll put a link in the description to a YouTube videos of theirs. And oh, the shirt that I'm wearing, you can't really see it because the t-shirt is underneath this one. But what I love most about this shirt is, for one, it's a very soft cotton, but two, it's long. I can actually put my arms up and my stomach doesn't show. I'm part of the demographic of moms in America that still want the bottom half of the shirt. So it's nice to have a t-shirt that's actually long enough that I can work in. That's my clothing. Let me show you James's clothing, and then I'll show you everything we're gonna do today for just a typical farm day and our All American Clothing Company clothes. And look at this handsome hunk in his clothes. I mean, it doesn't get any better. Look at that, babe. Yeah, tell us about the clothes you're wearing.
I don't talk as much as she does, but I got a real nice flannel here. And this isn't a flannel to just look good in, like half of the ones you can get from Kohl's. This is a true flannel. I mean, this is thick. This is something that's going to keep you warm on a chilly morning. So I got this on today because it was very chilly this morning. It's currently probably 50 degrees out. It was earlier, it was upper 30s. So I also got these thick jeans. These are awesome. They actually got extra fabric in the crotch area, so you don't rip them out, but this is something that you can set fence in, you can go tilling, you can play in the dirt, and you don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, this is the jeans that I got, the flannel that I have, and I also got a really cool sweatshirt. It's all organic. It's black. It's much thinner. It's actually thinner than this flannel. It's a pretty sweet sweatshirt too. I don't have that on right now, obviously, but we can show you guys that later.
Yeah, and the sweatshirt he's referring to is literally the softest fabric you will ever feel in your life. I honestly don't know what it's made out of, but it's so soft. Anyway, so we're gonna actually get some farm work done on the farm today. So we'll see you guys back here in just a minute. James has got the tractor out here because he's going to take it around to the back of the house to tell up where my new garden location is going to be. Okay, so here's the back of the house for reference, because over here, this is where we usually run the sawmill, and we want to put a little garden back here because where we are building the giant pool barn currently is where my old garden used to be. So we're going to till up some of this area in here for the garden, and this will be where the green beans and the corn is. Okay, so before we till this up, James has to clean out all the debris. So as you can see, there's like hunks of logs and tree branches and stuff in the way, and board. So we're going to get all that out of the way, and actually here you can see that he's moving all the sawdust out of the way and into the woods. And that's because the sawdust in this area is from cedar trees, and cedar trees are naturally rot resistant, which is amazing, but they do not compost. So we got to get that out of here so it doesn't hurt our plants.
it's done. This will be such a beautiful garden for our corn, green beans, and melons.
Okay, now we're heading over to the other ridge top at our farm where the pole barn is behind me here. And James is working on tilling up some food plots. Last year, one of our food plots was sunflowers and it was beautiful. I don't know what that field's gonna be this year. I don't know if we're going to do sunflowers again or if he's gonna plant something else there. So I'll just take you over here so you can see the food plots and what he's working on. So just for reference, there's the big old tobacco barn and there's the giant pole barn that we are building. And down this hill is where we got some food plots. I hear the tractor. When James is tilling, what I usually do is walk behind and pick up all the rocks. Doesn't matter how many years we till and get the rocks out of the field, every year when we till it up, we find more rocks. So that's usually what the boys and I do, but right now the boys are in the woods looking for frogs. So they're not helping me today, which is fun. So I'll get all the rocks out while he's tilling up. There's another one. More rocks. I already got out a bunch of big ones. Now it's just the small ones that are left. Woo!
And sometimes these rocks are way too big for me to pick up on my own, so we use the bucket of the tractor.
Now we're back in the woods, just cleaning up some of our trails. James had the tractor back here. This is a trail that goes back to our creek, and there was a big tree that just fell down there, so he pushed it out of the way with the tractor.
Okay, this is our clover field that we are going to redo this year. We just got done tilling it up. Courtney usually goes back behind me and picks up some of these rocks. So she usually just walks along behind the tiller. When she sees the tiller bounce up, she picks up the rocks. So some of these are too big though. We had to use the bucket on a couple of them. Good job, hon.
Thanks. But this is our usual system and it works pretty well. He drives the tractor with the tiller and the boys and I pick up all the rocks. Fortunately, we've been doing this every spring for a few years now, so we've got most of the rocks out. But
yeah, this isn't near as bad.
all the first year
When we
did,
first started,
it was a disaster.
It was terrible.
There were thousands of rocks. So many of them were this big. Oh,
It's still amazing how many rocks pop up. Like this one, I'm not even sure how this got here. This is a pretty good sized rock. I'm gonna have to move this one.
with the tractor. Oh gosh.
Probably
yeah.
just pick it up by hand.
You think so?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll do it.
I can't budge it.
Here, let me see if I can do it.
Okay.
Oh, there's nothing to grip on.
I know. It's like partly underground. It's time to feed the horse. Hi, Technology. Now I'm going to shovel out some of the Tiger Lily's horse poop so I can put it on the top of all of our raised garden beds.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't forget in the description is going to be a link to their website so you can check out their clothes and order some for yourself. And there's also going to be a link to a YouTube video, and the YouTube video is actually what led me to their company. When I was looking for clothes that was strictly made in America, I ran across this company and I found the video on their website and I watched it. It's less than 10 minutes long and it's just a wonderful story of their company and the owner and how they're promoting American jobs and keeping this in America, and it also promotes American farmers. Something Something that I also thought was really unique about the company is if you buy some of their t-shirts, they have what's called traceability, and you can click on the t-shirt and it will take you to a link of the farm that the cotton came from in the United States that the shirt was made out of, and it tells you about the farmer and their farm, and I just think that is so cool. So anyway, check them out. Let us know if you guys have any questions. Have a great week.